जो छंद शुद्ध वर ज्ञान लोचनो लोक सपाप ककिले घाट को बंदामि बुद्धं अहमादरेण तं बुद्धं शरणं गच्छामि धम्मं शरणं गच्छामि संघं शरणं गच्छामि. Most venerable Sangha members, most honored dignitaries, distinguished guests, and devout upasakas and upasikas. It is my profound honor and privilege to introduce this momentous gathering, the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony, held here at the sacred seat of enlightenment, Bodh Gaya, where the Buddha attained supreme enlightenment beneath this revered Bodhi tree. Today marks not only 2 decades of continuous chanting of the Tipitaka, but also a renewed collective commitment to the Buddha's timeless message of peace, compassion, and wisdom, a message that continues to guide and inspire humanity across continents. This sacred assembly stands as a radiant symbol of unity. Monastics and lay devotees from Thailand, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Cambodia, Laos, PDR, Vietnam, Indonesia, Nepal, Bangladesh, and the United States, along with the venerable Indian monks and followers in large numbers, join their voices and hearts in 10 days of chanting of the Tipitaka, awakening the sound of the precious Dhamma for the benefit of all living beings. Our deepest appreciation is extended to the 1,000 volunteers from across India who have come together in the spirit of dana, seva, and oneness in Dhamma. This year carries special significance. We commemorate 20 uninterrupted years of chanting beneath the sacred Bodhi tree, a sacred sound current that has spread blessings across nations and generations. The Tipitaka chanting ceremony aims to foster unity, devotion, and deeper understanding of the Buddha's teachings. It also serves as a platform for cultivating mindfulness, spreading compassion, and preserving the rich tradition of Buddhist scripture recitation. The International Tipitaka Chanting Program was inaugurated in 2006 on the occasion of the 2550th Buddha Jayanti celebrations at Bodh Gaya. And since then, this chanting program is organized by the International Tipitaka Chanting Council with the support of the Light of Buddha Dhamma Foundation International India. We also rejoice in a precious offering, the consecration of 224-foot golden Buddha statues today, lovingly crafted in Orissa, offered by the Light of Buddha Dhamma Foundation International. These sacred images will be gifted to temples, meditation centers, and Dhamma halls across India, illuminating the ongoing revival of Buddhism in its spiritual homeland. We are deeply honored by the gracious presence of esteemed dignitaries who reaffirm India's enduring commitment to its priceless spiritual heritage. As chief guest today, we have with us the Honorable Sri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, the Union Minister for Culture and Tourism. As guest of honor, we have Honorable Sri Chauna Meng, Deputy Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh. As special guest, we have Honorable Sri Wangki Loang, the Minister for Forest, Environment and Mining, Arunachal Pradesh. Joining us also, we have with us Dr. Ravindra Pant, the Director of the International Buddhist Confederation, New Delhi, Mr. Abhijit Haldar, the Director General, IBC, New Delhi, Sri Sudhir Kumar Sahu, the OSS Deputy Secretary, Government of Orissa, Mr. Fahmi Prayoga from the Indonesian Embassy. It is a truly remarkable moment for Buddhist heritage and communal harmony. 17 Buddhist organizations from across India have for the first time united to jointly host this 20th annual International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony. This year, this event is led by the International Tipitaka Chanting Committee of India, chaired by the Most Venerable Sangasena Mahathero of the Mahabodhi International Meditation Center, Ladakh, with the devoted support of several organizations, including the Mahabodhi Society of Bangalore and many others. Their collective efforts remind us that the Dhamma is not merely to be recited, it is to be lived, shared and celebrated. As the resonance of the Pali Canon rises once again from the sacred ground, may the Bodhi tree, silent yet ever living, bear witness to the unity of the global Sangha. May the blessings of the Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha fill our hearts with serenity, our minds with clarity, and our world with peace. With deepest reverence and joy, I now introduce the commencement of the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony, a prayer for peace, a celebration of wisdom, and a gift of compassion from motherland India to the world. Commencing this inaugural ceremony, I would like first of all to invite our chief guest, Mr. Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Union Minister for Culture and Tourism, to please read out the message received from the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Sri Narendra Modi.
नमो बुद्धाय सत्यमेव जयते प्रधानमंत्री प्राइम मिनिस्टर मैसेज It fills me with happiness to learn about the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony at Bodh Gaya. The pride and joy of the occasion is doubled as India has been chosen to serve as the primary host country for the 20th and 21st editions of the ceremony. From ancient times to the present, the influence of Bhagavan Buddha endures through his teachings and the institutions that uphold his legacy. His life exemplified service, compassion, and renunciation. The teachings of Bhagavan Buddha can connect individual with other individuals and nations with other nations. India extends a warm welcome to people from across the world who are arriving to enhance the spiritual significance of this occasion. I count it as a blessing from Bhagavan Buddha himself that during a visit to Thailand earlier this year, I had the honor of receiving a phonetic version of the Tipitaka in Pali. We value our heritage and the priceless knowledge that it contains. It is for this reason that the Pali language, which is the language of the Tipitaka, as well as the words of Bhagavan Buddha, has been declared a classical language by our government. Our endeavor is to impart fresh momentum through the study and research of Pali. It is a matter of great pride that the International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony has continued to flourish for 2 decades now. The participation of thousands of practitioners, scholars and devotees on the occasion will help strengthen the ancient tradition of unified chanting of the Tipitaka. It will also bring peace and positivity to our lives. May Bhagavan Buddha shower his blessings upon this edition of the chanting ceremony. Namo Buddhaya, Narendra Modi, New Delhi, Agrahayan 10, Shak Samvat 1947. That is December 1st, 2025. Thank you.
I would now invite Upasika Vamnu Dixit, the Chief Executive of the Light of Buddha Dhamma Foundation International India, to please welcome this august gathering.
Most Venerable Mahasangha, respected elders, distinguished guests, and dear Dhamma friends from across the world. Today marks a truly historic moment, a moment when India, the sacred land of the Buddha's enlightenment, rises once again to take the mantle of leadership as the chief host of the 20th International Tipitaka Chanting Ceremony. After centuries of historical interruption, India is stepping forward, confidently, joyfully, and with a united heart, to reclaim its role as the guardian of the Buddha Sasana. Standing here beneath the sacred Bodhi tree, one can feel time itself gathering around us. 20 years have brought us from small beginnings to this vast ocean of devotees. In the early years, when we first began, we sat together under this very Bodhi tree, a small circle of just 250 participants. Our entire gathering could fit into one humble space beneath these branches. But today, that small circle has grown so vast that it now fills the entire Mahabodhi temple grounds. What once gathered under a single tree has blossomed into a great international assembly, spreading across every corner of the sacred site. I remember with great affection those early days with our beloved Unyanananda from the Burmese Vihara and the Pra Ted from the Royal Wat Thai Temple, whose unwavering blessings guided us year after year. We followed the Pali scriptures faithfully, slowly adding new countries, new friends, and new blessings. And today, to see all of us again gathered beneath this very Bodhi tree, monks, nuns, lay devotees, and well-wishers from across India and the world, truly feels like a dream come true. This year, 17 organizations have come together to make this ceremony possible. Their unity, humility, and devotion have shaped every part of this gathering. And behind these organizations stands in even greater force the thousands of volunteers who have come forward with open hearts. Volunteers from Arunachal Pradesh, Maharashtra, Bangalore, Tamil Nadu, Ladakh, Bihar, and nearly every region from India. Their presence is a testament to the revival of India's spiritual consciousness. I must especially acknowledge the volunteers from Arunachal Pradesh, who traveled here by train with the full support of their Honorable Chief Minister. They brought with them sticky rice, their traditions, and the beauty of their culture as heartfelt offerings of the Buddha. This is a pan-India devotion at its finest. We have been so blessed with this extraordinary generosity from so many who wish to offer their skills and blessings. The chefs from the Hyatt, sponsored by Mr. and Mrs. Saraf, have lovingly prepared food for our monastics and participants, ensuring both nourishment and care each day. The exquisite flowers decorating the Mahabodhi temple grounds, brought especially from Thailand and Vietnam, over 1 ton of flowers have been offered by ITCC India. Their fragrance, their color, their beauty, they symbolize the international devotion that surrounds the sacred gathering. The beautiful parade offered by the great volunteers from Lucknow, and over the next 10 days, you will hear more about each of these 17 Buddhist organizations whose collective support has breathed life into the ceremony. Their merit, their unity, and their service shine brightly in every aspect of the ceremony. This is also the first year we implemented a full online registration system beginning 9 months ago. The registration team worked tirelessly day and night with extraordinary discipline and care. And as a result, we have now 20,000 people who've registered today, the largest in the 20th year anniversary of the ceremony. India, you make us so proud. I must acknowledge with deepest gratitude to the invaluable support from the Ministry of Culture and Tourism under the great leadership of the Honorable Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. Just yesterday, we received a beautiful email. This is not only a recognition of the sacred and historic work that has been done by all of us, and we sincerely hope to work more closely with them. In addition to the ministry's support, thousands of donors and supporters and patrons from 17 organizations have come forward to offer close to 4.5 crore rupees. Altogether, this makes this year's offering the largest Mahadana in history of this ceremony. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In the early years, our foundation was the primary sponsor, but today the ceremony has outgrown us in the most beautiful way. Hundreds of dedicated patrons now stand proudly alongside me to make this program flourish. We honor each and every one of you who have stepped forward. While you may not be standing on the stage, please know this, we are the same. Your offering is our offering. Your merit is our merit. Your devotion is the beating heart of this gathering. You, the shining and brilliant Mahopasikas, have brought this ceremony to life. One gift, one voice, and one spiritual community longing for the Buddha's message to remain alive on this planet for the benefit of all beings. And that is what we are doing here, preserving the words of the Pali Canon, the heart teachings of the Buddha, for the benefit of the present and future generations. One breath at a time, one chant at a time, we are keeping this precious Shakyamuni lineage alive in our lifetime. Just as the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared that Pali is now officially recognized as a classical language, today we stand as witnesses to the truth that our collective voice has been heard throughout India. May the legacy of these teachings remain alive for the benefit of all beings. But for the Dharma to flourish, we need spiritual practitioners, deep, sincere practitioners who activate their inner power and blessings for the welfare of all beings, eradicating the darkness and transforming it into light. When we sit here, chanting under the sacred Bodhi tree, we are not only reciting words, we are generating light, compassion, clarity, and spiritual protection for the entire world. As we look around today at monastics, lay people, pilgrims, officials, families, and young people sitting together in harmony, from Berkeley to Bodh from Colombo to Bangkok, from Mumbai to Phnom Penh, from Tamil Nadu to the high Himalayas to Borobudur. We see the fulfillment of a 2-decade aspiration that we would return again and again to the sacred Bodhi tree, that we would restore the living voice of the Pali Canon to India, and that we would do it as one united family. Nowhere else in this world is this message more important than here, in this sacred place, for all of us who have come on spiritual pilgrimage, for all of us seeking peace in these troubled times, for all of us longing for the light of the Dhamma to shine brightly for future generations. This is the moment we renew our vow. Together we can, together we have, together we will. May the blessings of the Triple Gem shine upon this gathering. May India, motherland India, continue to rise as the true motherland of the Buddha's wisdom. May peace spread from this Bodhi tree to all nations and to all beings. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free. Thank you.
Officially inaugurating this 20th Tipitaka chanting ceremony, we would now invite our dignitaries to please light the ceremonial lamp. I would invite our teacher, Honorable Sri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat, Honorable Sri Chandra Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Honorable Sri Bangki Lowa, Minister for Forest Environment and Mining, Arunachal Pradesh, Mr. Abhijit Hazar, Secretary General from the ITC, Mr. Kumar Saul, the Secretary Government of Orissa.
Dua. Sini emang.
Kanasara padekena dipena tammadasina Iloka dipam sambuddham pujayame tamonuda sadhu sadhu sadhu.
Just a small apologization. I would invite Dr. Mahasweta Maharati, the Secretary of the Bodh Gaya Temple Management Committee, to please also join in the lighting. Now I would invite for special blessings by our venerable monks here from various countries. First of all, I invite the International Tipitaka Chanting Council President, Venerable Chandrasiri. I would invite our International Tipitaka Chanting Council Indian President, Venerable Chandrasiri Mahathir.
Buddhang saranam gacchami, dhammang saranam gacchami, sanghang saranam gacchami. Sukho buddhanam upado, sukha saddhamma desana, sukha sangasta samadhi, samakkanam tapo sukho. May all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Devas and Nagas, saints and sages from all the directions of the universe may kindly look at us and shower their blessings upon all of us for the success of our coming together in this most sacred place, the Buddha Gaya temple here. Most respected His Holiness Sitagu Siado Dr. Ashin Nyanesara, the founder chancellor of the Sitagu International Buddhist Academy, Myanmar, most venerable members of the Mahasangha from different countries present on the stage here. Our chief guest for the day, Shri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat Ji, Honorable Union Minister for Tourism and Culture, Government of India. Our guest of honor, Shri Chwana Minji, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Shri Wangki Rawangji, Honorable Minister, Government of Arunachal Pradesh, Shri Abhijit Haldarji, the Director General, International Buddhist Confederations, New Delhi, distinguished officials, diplomats, respected scholars, devoted lay followers, and dear friends in Dhamma around the world. On behalf of the International Tripitaka Chanting Council India, it is my great privilege and joy to warmly welcome you all to this most historic and sacred ceremony here at this supremely holy place under the sacred Bodhi tree in Buddha Gaya. How fortunate and how blessed we are together at this very place where over 2,600 years ago the Bodhisattva Prince Siddhartha Gautama attained enlightenment and became the Buddha. And from this sacred spot, the light of Buddha Dharma rose and spread in all directions, illuminating the lives of countless beings across the countries and continents. Here from its land of birth, though it flourished in many neighboring countries, yet there is also hopeful prophecy that around this very period, the Buddha Dharma will once again shine brightly in its birthplace, India. Today's gathering is a powerful expression of that revival and hope. About 20 years ago, the most revered Tathagata Tulku Rinpoche initiated the International Tripitaka Chanting Ceremony with a simple yet profound vision to go back to the roots of Buddhism. From that noble seed, nourished by faith and discipline and collective effort, this ceremony has grown year after year. Today it stands as one of the largest Buddhist gatherings in the world, bringing together over 25,000 members of the Sangha, scholars and devoted practitioners. This year is especially meaningful as for the very first time this great ceremony is being hosted by Indian Buddhist community. For us, this is a matter of deep pride and gratitude. While it is said to be organized by India, it would not have been possible without the continuous guidance and dedication and tireless efforts of Sister Rangmo Dixit and her husband, Mr. Richard, of the Light of Buddha Dharma Foundation International. I wish to gratefully acknowledge the many monks, lay devotees and organizations who have worked sincerely for many months to make this historic gathering possible. My heartfelt thanks to the Mahavudhi Society of Bangalore, Minister of Culture, Government of India, and the Government of Bihar, the International Buddhist Confederation, under the leadership of Shri Abhijit Haldarji, the Awas India TV, the Modi Pakhya Dharma Foundation, the All India Bhikkhu Sangha, the Buddha Gaya Temple Management, and many others. I am also deeply grateful to the dedicated members of the organizing committee and the supporters from across India and around the world. My sincere thanks to all the venerable monks, lay devotees and volunteers. Together, I extend my heartfelt gratitude for your discipline, faith, generosity, dedication, and selfless service. Each and every one of your efforts has formed the very foundation of this ceremony and sustained every stage of its preparation, often quietly and behind the scenes, yet with a deep commitment and devotion. If I intentionally miss mentioning any individual organization, I sincerely seek your forgiveness. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Honorable Minister for Tourism and Culture, Shri Gajendra Singh Shekhawat ji, and the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Shri Chauvana Minji, for taking the time out of their very busy schedule to join us on this very historic and auspicious occasion. I am equally grateful to the most respected His Holiness Sitagu Sayadaw for blessing us with His presence, holy presence. Thank you, Venerable, for your continued guidance and blessings. Friends, the greatest contribution of India to the world is the timeless teachings of our greatest master, Lord Buddha. At a time when the world is troubled by war, violence, and division, there has never been a greater need for his message of compassion, wisdom, non-violence, and inner awakening. The chanting of the Tripitaka here, beginning today, is not merely a ritual. It is a collective aspiration for peace and harmony and the well-being of all living beings. We also hold the hope that the Honorable Prime Minister's, we are extremely grateful to the Honorable Prime Minister for sending his very inspiring, motivated message for this occasion. He is the sincere admirer of Lord Buddha and has taken significant steps towards the revival and the global sharing of Buddhism from India, including the international expositions of the sacred relics and the promotions of Buddha's universal message. I once again warmly welcome each and every one of you to this historic and sacred gathering. May the merits of this gathering be shared with all beings. May the light of the Buddha Dharma continue to shine ever brightly from this sacred land to every nook and corner of the world. And may all those who have gathered here with such a deep faith and devotion take the oath of Bodhisattva under this sacred Bodhi tree and return to their respective places as Bodhisattva, as messenger of peace and ambassador of compassion. May peace prevail all over the world. May I be allowed to mention one line extra. Today is the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh. Today is his birthday. I request all the Holy Sangha to bless him and very many return of this return. Happy birthday, Ma Upasaka. Today also Dana sponsored by this Ma Upasaka, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming all over the world to the most sacred place to chant the Tripitaka and to think and work together to spread the message of Buddha all over the world once again. Thank you so much.
I now invite our chief guest, the Honorable Sri Rajendra Singh Shekhawat, Indian Minister for Culture and Tourism, to please speak a few words on this August gathering. And our Honorable Sir has to leave.
Namo Buddhaya. Honorable members of the Global Mahasangha, Reverend Bhikkhus and Bhikkhunis, monks and nuns, esteemed spiritual leaders, Deputy Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Honorable Chona Mint, the Minister for Forestry Arunachal Mongko Ro, the Chief Executive, Light of Buddha Dharma Foundation International, LBDFI, Madam Wangmo Dixit, Shri Abhijit Bhandar and the officials of IBC, Mahashweta Ji and the officials of Mahabodhi Temple, scholars, speakers, distinguished guests from more than 22 nations, and dear devotees. I welcome you all and both all of you with deep reverence. It is a profound honor to stand here in Bodh Gaya under a very Bodhi tree beneath which Prince Siddhartha attained enlightenment, and to welcome you as we commence the 20th International Tripitaka chanting ceremony at the sacred Mahabodhi Temple, a place where the Buddha's awakening first shone. This sacred ground is not only a place of worship, it is the birthplace of a philosophy that transformed humanity and continues to guide the conscience of the world. As pilgrims and seekers have done for the past several centuries, we gather in this ancient temple complex among stupas and meditation groves, drawn by peace, reflection, and the promise of spiritual renewal. Distinguished devotees, Bodh Gaya and the Bodhi tree are seat of enlightenment. Bodh Gaya's spiritual significance is timeless. It was here, under the sacred people, the Bodhi tree, that Siddhartha Gautama attained supreme wisdom and become the Lord Buddha. Over centuries, many rulers and devotees have honored that movement. Each step on the Bodhi Manda, this enlightenment ground, carries the weight of history and the energy of blessings. Pilgrims from all lands have come here to meditate, to reflect, to renew faith under a canopy sanctified by awakening. The Bodhi tree itself remains a living symbol, the awakening tree, according to Buddhist tradition. It is here that the Buddha tested the victory over ignorance, lighting a path of wisdom that still guides us. In the ancient Tripitaka, this ground is sacred not for what it is, but for what it represents: the triumphs of insight, the birth of compassion, and the opening of the mind to truth. And now, beneath this very tree, the Jaya Bodhi, the Victory Bodhi, we gather to remember awakening is not for one individual alone, but for the being of all, benefit of all beings. The Buddha taught that of all gifts, the greatest is the gift of Dhamma. Sabba Dhanam Dhamma Dhanam Jinati. Sharing the Dharma is the highest generosity. And so today, as we recite this Tripitaka, we renew our commitment to truth, to peace, and to compassion. Ladies and gentlemen, India is the land of Lord Buddha, the beacon of peace and compassion. India has always been the cradle of Buddha's life and teachings. On these plains and river banks, he was born Here he sought truth, found awakening, and shared the path of liberation. This rich heritage belongs not just to one faith or one community, but to all humanity. Hosting this international Tripitaka chanting ceremony reaffirms India's unique position as the motherland of Buddha Dharma and as a living center of global Buddhist heritage. Our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has repeatedly acknowledged this heritage. He has spoken of developing Bodh Gaya as a spiritual capital of Buddhist world, recognizing its singular place in human history and its potential to foster spiritual bonds across the nations. In his words, India is the land of Buddha, not of Yuddha, not of war. Beneath this Bodhi tree, those words ring with clarity, a reaffirmation of peace, compassion, and coexistence. In concrete terms, our government has acted to honor this legacy. In 2024, the Union Cabinet formally accorded classical language status to Pali, the language of the Tripitaka. This recognition underscores Pali's indispensable role as custodian of ancient wisdom and as a bridge between the past and the present. We are also investing in the pilgrimage circuit across the country, restoring temples, upgrading amenities at Buddhist sites, improving accessibility and infrastructure, so that every pilgrim can walk in the Buddha's footsteps with dignity and devotion. Under the Swadesh Darshan scheme, Buddhist circuits are being developed as major heritage tourism initiative with restoration of monuments, establishment of meditation and convention centers, and enhanced facilities for pilgrims and the visitors. Our government has actively worked to bring back Buddhist artifacts and relics taken abroad. A move our Prime Minister said was part of reviving India's Buddhist heritage. Repatriation and exhibition of sacred relics foster cultural ties with Buddhist countries around the world, reinforcing India's role as the birthplace and the custodian of Buddhist heritage. Through such relic diplomacy and fused cultural heritage efforts, India seeks to reposition itself on the global map as a spiritual and civilizational anchor of Buddhism. Thus, India is not only preserving its Buddhist heritage, we are reinvigorating it for a new age with dignity, care, and global vision. Reverend seekers and devotees, we are here for the very essence of this movement lies in chanting ceremony itself. For 10 days,